the whole matter of destiny, it's becoming a serious matter. Because Honorable Farid, Honorable Tolu, these faces are not looking too fine, especially this one. What's the matter?
Maybe that's the destiny wants.
Is that how destiny wants it, that you just do like pay they collect wife from you? Say they collect wife from you, ni?
Deputy Speaker, with all these things, with all the rogo that is not me around, is it not even better if they collect wife than all these people?
They should collect wife. Honorable Tolu say, is that what is happening? So, like somebody collects wife from you.
I'm using Oju Mejeji to look for a wife that can, carry me to Fiji Island. Maybe when I want to do a vacation, or maybe somebody that will just fund my lifestyle, something like that. But I think what I will do is that this year I will travel, enter first class. At the honorable in the house. At the honorable in the house.
Say first class taxi, I mean first class yacht, I first class boat, Molue.
So on the first class, I will make sure I target somebody that I know that Omajo Kamala Harris. She's my aim. She's my aim.
So now become destiny companion.
You understand it? What call a home away?
You're
a brilliant person. No, Honorable, that's alone. I don't think it's a union made in them. I cannot say for them.
Say you were there when God was doing the foundation and combination.
The question is that woman is more successful than you. We know how much she took. She was the one sharing the money during this past. Honorable Dotibaja Kamajo, even you, Honorable Speaker, has not sat down with you.
You realize that I am earning far more than she earns. And that one that I'm talking about, it was a one-time experience.
I'm not just talking.
How was your salary?
Ask my Bible speaker.
I am going to call my lawyer. I'm signing the divorce. But when you're putting less pressure now, I want to be successful. Forget it.
My husband just gifted me the fifth.
I want to be successful. I want to be that woman. That woman that will call my name. I will stand like this. People will be snapping me.
What's going on?
Success rate.
What's going on?
Success rate.
Calm down.
I thought you used to be Mrs. Apola. When did you become success?
I'm signing a divorce. I can't.
You are signing Kenny? Sit down first. Let's know what's going on. What's going
I
on?
want to be successful.
So?
Expression. Kamala Harris.
So wait. She knows Kamala Harris. See what she is talking target lọ́wọ́.
What are you looking for?
What's your own? She's a successful woman. I want to know Benny.
So you want the one that will be going to work every day?
Exactly.
That you not even see her eyes.
Ọwọ́ mi, wọ́n kọ́ mi bọ́ ṣe fọwọ́ dáadáa, mò ń fọ ṣíọ̀. Èmi ọba lọ. Ṣé máa jẹ́? The question is, both of us are successful. But she's more successful than I am. Why can't I just do the normal social work that she's also successful? What's the big deal?
Successful in ruling the country.
Well, if success is anything to go by, I am.
Success in washing plates.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm only saying I'm willing to take the back seat while I allow my wife to drive. I'm a guinea. I'm a lazy man. Mo ṣáájú ẹ̀ débi I'm a lazy man. Even the deputy speaker.
Don't blame me. He has eaten vegetable.
And it's not like washing. When you allow women to be in front, there's a kind of glory.
I understand the problem. The problem is that she's one of the people that made sure that the governor that was supposed to enter, that female governor that was supposed to enter, she's one of the people that
you see,
these people have a problem. successful.
Abio,
And you are culturally behaving like somebody who comes from a Yoruba person.
I'm taking care of. Let somebody pamper you.
Well done, pampers. Let somebody pamper you. Why can't you pamper somebody?
I will talk now.
Honourable Segbo, so I should not be as though we pay I'm shifting towards this side. Or like pay I'm shifting towards this side. So I want to understand. Àwọn àǹtí yẹn tí wọ́n sọ wípé the women have to be successful than the. Ṣé o ṣe pé their plan is to roll for fún àwọn man yẹn jẹ so that
Deputy Speaker.
I think understand that we too we have destiny to fulfill.
Exactly.
It's because they know it. That's why they allow us to do
Is the speaker coming on this show?
Not to fulfill your destiny.
That's why.
Let's
To become president of United States.
Is anybody saying you don't fulfill your destiny, right?
Okay, o fẹ́ di president of United States of America.
we don't allow her.
Progress.
She's worth it.
Well, as honourable
Become a president of
Esther,
America and you divorce your husband.
as she has brought forward what she has in mind to become the president of other states of America. Well, as we continue in this show, we are using this privilege and this opportunity to say that welcome to the House of Opinion. CFK, where the T stands for truth and the F stands for fuck. And of course the K stands for knowledge. And in the House of Opinion, one thing that we know for sure is that we speak wisdom in order to do what?
To concentrate.
Okay, it seems as though one brother is yet to hear me over there. So I am saying again that in this House of Opinion, this is the house where I will speak wisdom in order to deal with
To concentrate.
God is showing me like preaching in the house today. Alright, I'm not a pastor, but I am the deputy speaker of the House of Opinion. And I am saying that once again, I see. I'll be my feet to me. Say you continue. Say you continue.
Don't touch her.
You will be spending your money anyhow. You know how to make our own money.
Well, once again, this House of Opinion is where we speak the wisdom in order to
Concentrate.
And of course, you know that you can watch direct on YouTube at King's Realm TV. And please do well to share with friends and families. We are live and direct on the show. 1 hour of truth, 1 hour of fun, and of course 1 hour of in-depth knowledge. Of course, we are Kiwa knowledge yet. Fun, they were with sauce in his head. And of course, truth. I'm this the right and left, front and center, roundabout. Shaki. Alright. Roundabout. I won't be doing this all alone in the house as the devil speak of the house. I have what we have together with us on the show today. The powerful. Say no to skip my voice way to all
My head is down. I'm not going to want to mention the name of the speaker.
The articulate. The articulate.
Yeah.
Anointed.
The anointed.
Yeah.
The ever possessor. Àwọn English yẹn ní sọ́nà àwọn ọmọ àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí pé ilé afọ́mẹ̀rí láti lu àwọn pillars of wisdom and pillars of the House of Opinion ti deputy speaker tó ti jókòó lé lórí.
Inú dictionary House of Opinion ló wà.
Ṣé jàre? Oúnjẹ tó gbọ́ alpha. Well, I have the singular honor and privilege according to me by my powerful and able and powerful and wonderful and anointed and inspirational and
Prophetic.
See, I'm so happy. I want to hear his voice. That's why because don't share with me. House of Opinion speaker.
Yeah.
Speaker of the House of Opinion.
Exactly.
Honorables. You know, share the joke. Man. And let us welcome the powerful speaker of the House. Honorable Speaker, Titilayo Femikins.
Power to the speaker. Agbára ipò.
Thank you very much. You can sit down. You can sit down. You can sit down. I've been listening, and I can see that there are crucial discussions on the floor of the House today. Article Article 76, subsection 38,
That's why I like to speak.
line 10. Ó ti jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé a lot of things are happening these days.
Mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sá.
It's
10 is happening.
true.
25.
We saw that your president-elect has withdrawn his wife from the Senate. We see that, we also saw that the woman that was supposed to become the governor in Adamawa State,
ọmọ tó ti wọlé tán.
it has been declared inconclusive, and information reaching us says that nítorí pé kò ṣe ọbẹ̀ fún ọkọ ẹ̀ ní alẹ́ election,
Mo ṣe ní dáná kó tó kúrò nílé.
that is why they scattered the election.
àná ọmọ ìṣe mi.
Uh,
ọlọ́mọ àjò dáná kú.
we also heard that one pastor in Warri, he and the wife, one big pastor in Warri, he and the wife, they have divorced. Because the wife is one of the top MDs in one of the top banks in Nigeria. So all these complaints have come to me, and I cannot continue to condone this attitude. So, on the floor of the house today, I want us to check, can a wife be successful than the husband?
ìbéèrè ńlá.
We want to know, is a wife created to be unsuccessful?
ìbéèrè.
We want to know, are husbands naturally created to be successful? So, if you're on the show already, I want you to quickly share with others and tell them if they hot for House of Opinion today.
ìdè ọ̀.
It's a hot.
Because we want to know the reason why some husbands have turned their wives to full housewife. Yet the husband does not fool the house.
yẹ kí o.
So we want to know. So if you are ready, I am ready. Oh, my heart's gonna be ready. I have my distinguished honorables starting for the powerful deputy speaker. Honorable Adiago, I'm proud of you. Honorable Adasa and Honorable Fare are on the same line today. They are on equal here. Honorable Tolu and Honorable Esther are on the same line today. Honorable Tolu just know that Honorable Esther is married.
ọmọ wa náà ni.
That you almost told me.
Listeners at home, tell you about you ready. I want you ready. Share to share. I want Honorable Esther to open the floor today. Honorable Esther, what are you saying? As a woman, can a wife be more successful than the husband? Oh yeah, your first word in 30 seconds.
Thank you, my powerful speaker. May your wisdom never go into extinction.
5 seconds more.
Thank you. Thank you, viewers at home and listeners online. I have come to the house today to share my opinion and to let us know that it is possible for a woman to be more successful than her husband. And I am going to start with names of various people that we have seen out there. And they still have their homes and marriages well intact. People like the Vice President Kamala Harris of the United States. People like our own person, Okonjo Iweala. People like our mommy, Architect Jimoke Adeno, doing great out there. Successful women of our time. And they still have their families and homes. They have their children and everything intact. So I see no reason why we should not allow every other woman to have her own expression and create our own success and a success story to give the world what she has brought to this world to give us. It is not possible for us to say that God created male and female to have dominion, and then all we are seeing is women are ending up in the kitchen. It is the reason why the UN have this movement for women to empower them, because we have found out that majority of the poverty that we have are feminized poverty. Because our women are silenced and are inside their houses, cooking food and washing plates, bathing the children only with nothing to offer. But then, is that the real reason why they came to this world? No! And so, I am here to say that women should be given voices. Women should be given expression. And women should be allowed to have their own success too. Thank you, my
Wow! Thank you. Feminized poverty. Hey, husbands watching the show, can you stand a successful wife? Honorable Tolu, what's your opinion on this matter? Can you allow your wife to be more successful than you?
Honorable Speaker, it's not a statement that we need to fight about. Honorable Esther said something that I really like. She said, he that created them male and female. Every single one of them came with their individual destiny. It was not hinged on one. He did not say because he created male, that was why he created female, or because he created female, he now added male to it. And that was not the expression. The expression is that he created them individually. And we know very well that the thoughts of that man for every single one he created is good. And if that is true, it means that every creation, just like we have manufacturers who create phones, who create things all around, every single of those things manufactured has its own specific use. And so for each person that is created, let us not confuse ourselves with this matter of gender. It is too much problem for our entire community, because all of a sudden now we are already seeing LGBTQ++2, but that's not our intention. Our intention is that now let us know that it is true that a woman can be successful, and not just successful, it can be successful in a marriage and a home than the husband, more successful than the husband. I will not talk about one woman that I want to discuss, but maybe later on as I begin to discuss the matters today, I will show you that a woman's destiny is not hinged on the success of her husband, but that she herself can determine what she becomes. So it's left for every woman out there to determine what she becomes. You can either
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Women, this is a male voice speaking for you, saying that you can go for all-length success, and don't keep quiet. Don't under fire. Don't be limited. Don't lock up yourself because of marriage. Honorable Adasa,
My speaker.
you are saying that it is dangerous for a woman to be more successful than the husband. Talk to me. Honorable Adasa, talk to me.
Thank you, my powerful speaker, my honorable speaker. May your days be long, sir. What are they looking for? What are they looking for? Like what is the competition all about? I mean, how will a lady sleep and wake up and all she's thinking is to be greater than her husband? Kilo shele. Like what's the fuss about? I mean, you just this baby girl lifestyle that God has just given to you. Why don't you want to live long to enjoy it? You want to go do this, you want to do that. Later, you will now pay me, and you be saying that, babe, I don't understand. But my speaker, if you would let me, I don't see a need for all this ereje that women are going about. I mean, because all I see is competition. They will say it's feminism, they are speaking for the women, but their real antagonist is the man. Why are they not creating a space for themselves by their own selves? Not that their main aim is to dethrone the man. I mean, I don't understand. We are about me one call divine feminism for one. But feminism here is born out, is thing like that I saw that was born out of jealousy, and all they are trying to do is just to be validated by the things they do that they are greater than the man. Thank you.
Wow. Feminism misunderstood, misexpressed. And this baby girl scheme to be maintained. Stay in your house, be fine, and let one man feed you, and you are fine. From girlfriend to fiancéship and to marriage, and you have peace. Honorable Barry, can you stand a more successful wife than you?
Powerful speaker, power we always be to the speaker, and viewers at home, good evening and welcome to another edition of House of Opinion. Well, Mr. Speaker, sir, Honorable Adaza has spoken bulk of the discussion in our opening speech, but let me just add this to it, in order not to get our audience, our team audience, to get them well informed on what we are discussing. Now, we are saying that a wife, now, tell me, as a woman, what do you want? Why do you like stressing yourself? Why are you disturbing yourself with issues that does not really concern you? And before you know now, they will now be saying a woman is getting older, is aging, is looking rough than the husband. When you are putting on yourself the pressure that is not meant to be for you. God created you to come and live a soft life. He created you to put you under somebody for the person to cater for your need. So why not disturbing yourself, giving yourself undue stress in order for you to want to show up? Now tell me, what's the essence of the show up? When somebody is ready, is willing to take care of you. So my speakers are all these things they are talking about that a woman should be more successful. To me, I just see it as an ideology of the feminists or of this 21st century whatever they call themselves. Because in the beginning it was not so. In the beginning it was that a woman was created to help a man, for a man to lead, for a man to be able to say, okay, you stay here and stay here, do this and do this, to help the man in order for the man to be able to be success, not to come and become a competitor for the man. So my speaker, that's the little I want to share now. Then as the show progress, we continue on the discussion. Thank you.
Hey! Woman, sit down and enjoy. Don't walk. A man has been created to feed you, to enjoy. That's what I heard from Honorable Sami. And some women, sorry, are there some women living like this already?
Yes, my able speaker. I want to understand those
Hey, thank you very much. Listeners at home, the show is still Hours of Opinion, where we speak wisdom. We are speaking wisdom to cause a change tonight. And remember, this is a staged drama, and everything we're speaking here is dramatic, but we are speaking wisdom to truth, to fun, and to knowledge. We mention anybody's name, we are acting, and people are learning what we want you to learn from whatever we are saying. Now, time to open the floor. If you are interested in contributing, get ready, we'll drop the Zoom link and we'll bring you in to be able to contribute. But hear me, open the floor and let people learn from your words of wisdom. The floor is open. Let's go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. May your days never be short. I was listening to Honorable Farin speaking and he was talking about competition. Who is discussing competition here? We are not discussing competition. We are saying that a typical woman was created to live her life.
Mr. Speaker.
This is somebody who by creation was created definite, separate.
Point of order overruled. Honorable Tolu, calm down. Point of order overruled. Honorable Farin yóò sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀. But èmi ò ní kó má sọ̀rọ̀. Honorable Tolu, calm down. Let me give him his point of order. Oh yeah, what are you calling to order, Ogafari? What are you calling to order? Honorable Fari?
He is saying that we are not talking about competition. Then, if we are not talking about competition here, why is it that the man is used as a reference point?
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
In relation to the success of
point of information, Mr. Speaker.
The success of the man to measure the success.
I need to inform the audience. Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Point of information sustained. But before we get there, Honorable Fari is saying that it looks competitive because every time it is the man that we are always using as the yardstick to compare. Honorable Tolu, inform the house. What are you saying?
Can you help me ask Honorable Fari, where were the men when the Industrial Revolution started? What were they doing? They were at war. Many of them had almost finished dying. But it was the women that decided that they were going to take up the responsibility to build Britain. But many of the men that were at battlefronts then, many of them had wasted. There was nothing they were coming back home to meet. But these women, out of their own wisdom and care for their families and homes, decided to go all out, collecting way lesser wage than the men. But these women, because of the hard desire, not just because of competition. I'm not talking about competition. I'm talking about the desire to be responsible. Exactly. These are people who have...
Calm down. Special Honorable Adebola Oluwole Dada just wrote to me now. She sent the mail. He said, so now, where we have women sit down waiting for a lazy husband to provide all. Lazy husband provide all for them. What becomes the fate of the women? So let's put the discussion to inner perspective. Honorable Adasa.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree that some husbands don't have anything abounding in their house?
Of course, now. We have lazy men.
When a husband cannot abound wealth, cannot produce food, and the woman is sitting there, don't you think the woman and the children will suffer? Talk to me about that, sir.
I would like to ask the woman, what is she doing with a lazy man in the first place? What is she doing in a lazy man's house? I mean, for her to even sit down with a lazy man, that means she's a lazy woman herself. Yes, because I mean, like, and you know that you are created to enjoy a soft life. What are you doing there?
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
That's not even where I'm going, sir. My honorable speaker, what a man can do, a woman can do better. It is a code of selfishness. It is a code that they are looking for validation. It is a code to support their invalidation. I mean, what are you looking for to do? It should be what a man can do. A man can do, fine.
What a woman can do.
What a woman can do. A woman can do. Nobody can do.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Sustained. Honorable Adasa. Honorable Tolu, you got the floor. Honorable Adasa, you just said every fine girl should look for a rich guy to marry. And if the guy is no longer able to feed, the girl can change.
Benny. Yes, there is no one.
Esther, you have the floor.
My powerful speaker. It seems I need to take us back down history. What do you want to say about women like Deborah? In the Bible, we only knew her husband because she was successful.
Exactly.
Nobody knew
Because the Bible did not record it.
Mr. Lapidot's name. They said Deborah, a prophetess and wife
of Lapidot.
So it meant that
Point of order,
the
Mr. Speaker.
success of that house is in the hand of that woman.
Point of order,
If
Mr.
God did not allow her to go and fulfill what God has called her to be, do you think the name of the man will be heard? No. When they
Honorable Esther, wait. Honorable Adasa, jẹ́ torí ẹgbẹ́ o. Honorable Adasa, sure, right. So, Honorable Esther, you are saying that if there was no energetic, vibrant, articulate, warrior, powerful Deborah, we wouldn't have seen lapidaries in the Bible.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order sustained, Honorable Fari.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. See, just allow me to butcher the ignorance of this people because they are trying to bamboozle the SCU audience in the house. Now, she is talking about Deborah in the Bible. Are there not plenty stories in the Bible where Bible will make reference to a man that will not even hear of the wife? Stories like that. So, my speaker, that's not even my ball of contention. My ball of contention is I want to really see the way he's doing me this evening. Now, my speaker, this is my point. Now, in her opening speech, Honorable Esther was talking about, she was mentioning them, reading about people, they are this, they are that. Do you stay with them? Do you live in their house? Do you know?
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of information.
Order in the house. Honorable Fari still has the floor. Honorable Fari has the floor. Honorable Fari, tell me, what is happening in the hands of a man that the wife is more successful? Kiloman Jeleme.
Well, let me quickly say this. According to, there is one statistics from the University of Chicago, United States. One professor, Miriam Bertrand, she's an economy professor. She did a research on the title of the paper is Gender Inequality and Household Livelihood in the United States. And it was revealed that when a woman out-hand the husband, the probability of divorce, like the likelihood of divorce in such homes is 50%.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Point of information overruled. Honorable Fari, give me that paper again.
Gender inequality and like.
Can the camera zoom on Fari? Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Gender inequality and the livelihood income in American household. So, and if you look at what is happening in our environment today, looking at our
point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Rate of divorce. Deputy Speaker. Ọ̀rọ̀ ti article tó lè fún wa ní right ká bẹ́ orí èèyàn kúrò yẹn.
Báwo sà, òní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ọ̀nà ìbùtọ̀lẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ kí a bẹ́ orí wọn ní ọjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wọn sà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣàlọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ àlọ́ article yẹn sà. Please don't let it die.
Ọ̀rẹ́bù tó ní sọ ara ẹ̀ Honorable Fari, you have the floor.
My speaker, you will see now that
rate of divorce. Honorable Fari, calm down. You said when the wife is more earning than the husband, only for rate of divorce.
Yes, my speaker, that's what the paper stated, that the rate of divorce is going to be, the likelihood of divorce is going to be 50%. That's in the American setting.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Was done in that environment. Now, coming down to our local environment, if you look at it today,
Mr.
the rate of
Speaker,
divorce in Nigeria is increasing. And we look at one of the reasons by discussing this has been the over-ambitiousness of wives over the husband.
Yes, over-ambitious of wives. Yeah, Honorable Fari said you should no longer have ambition. You should not be over-ambitious. That is why there is divorce all over. Honorable Tolu, it will be a over. Oh yeah,
Honorable Speaker, I mean, one of the things that used to pay me in this life is when somebody will read half of a paper and run away. According to that same research, it was noted that 3 out of 4 of these men were seen cheating. Immediately they found out that their wives were earning more than them. Meaning, these men did not have any use for it. And so they decided, because of the fact that their wife was earning, and decided because they were lazy fair, they decided to go and start cheating. Now, the reason for the divorce was not because the wife was earning, it was because they were cheating. That is the.
Honorable Tolu, calm down. Deputy Speaker. Ṣé o dẹ̀ mọ ṣe ń ṣe báyìí?
Mo fẹ́ lé wọn jáde mo ń gbádùn pọ́ìntì ọ̀nà ìbùtò orí ẹ̀rí sà. Mo fẹ́ lé wọn jáde agbára.
Deputy Speaker, Wọ́n ti fi point mú ẹ mọ́lẹ̀, calm down. Special Honourable Ọmọṣẹ́bí Ọmọtọ́láni sọ wípé I disagree with Honourable Fari. Her Excellency, the first female president of Federal University of Technology Akure. Ẹgbẹ́ lẹ́yìn ó ní ambitious women should marry ambitious husbands.
No matter.
Abba said to it.
Okay, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí sì ń lọ. Honourable Fari sọ wípé divorce is increasing because women are earning more than husbands. Honourable Tolu sọ wípé those men in the same paper were already found cheating. That's why the women are leaving them. Honourable Fari says that women should stop being ambitious. Okay, I am putting it on the table again. Are women wives created to be second to their husbands?
At all.
I
Mo believe me.
You have the floor.
Thank you so much. So now, when we buy one of statistics, Kato and one of statistics, there are men who are even more successful than their wives, who cheat with their eyes open. They cheat on their wives, so that they found their wives more ambitious than them or more successful than them. That one is not a good point. So I feel like anybody that wants to get married to a man who has capacity for your next. Marry a man.
You just sit down, don't work, and be enjoying money.
I mean, I'm fine. Capacity for your next.
I'm so disappointed in what Honourable Adasa is saying.
Not raise a point of order.
Because he has not sorry your life.
The disappointment.
Because he has not sorry your life.
I am not ashamed.
You're not ashamed.
I am not ashamed.
Ṣé wọ́n sórí ẹ̀ mọ́ ibi bọ̀dá yìí ni?
Deputy Speaker, this is business discussion. Tẹ́bá ti délé ẹ̀dọ́gba continue.
Honourable Speaker, let me say something.
A point of order, Honourable Tolu.
Point of information.
Information granted. Honourable Tolu, information granted.
Honourable Speaker, it has been seen that many of the institutions and corporations that back up, it has been shown that it is because of the many times the ego of the man. And when I talk about the ego of the man, I mean the person leading the board. Now, it has been shown research-wise that women are more managerial than men, generally speaking. But because of the ego of men, especially at the place of work, men have decided not to allow equality and equity in discussion and managerial prowess. Because they have seen women to be second fiddle. And as a result of that, many corporations are still failing up to today. And so, I beg to differ when Honourable Fari begins to make statements like women should not be ambitious. Now, are we talking about the fact that a woman is not supposed to have her life separate from whatever the man is also living? Now, what I'm saying in respect to that is that, Honourable Speaker, I know you very well.
Overruled. Honourable Tolu is making sense.
You are a very ambitious man. I've worked with you in several projects, and I see how you are making strides. But that does not take away the fact that your wife, the first lady, the old mama, she is also making strides, and you two are not having issues. This is to show that a family can truly work with two ambitious people as long as the ambitious people are well understanding themselves. It's just understanding that this matter requires.
Sustain. Honourable Tolu, you are vomiting the word understanding as if understanding is sold in the market. You are vomiting understanding as if understanding for a good home is being taught in our primary, secondary school and university. You are talking about understanding as if we pastors are teaching this understanding day by day and we are helping people. Honorable Tolu, I am very, very sorry to say that this understanding is not easy to come by. To come back to you. Honorable Fare, you have the floor.
Thank you, my speaker. I'm seeing that the way this Honorable Tolu and Honorable Esther, the way they are driving the discussion, they are confusing our esteemed listeners. Now, let's go back to the root topic of the discussion, which is, can a wife be more successful than the husband?
Why not?
Now, we are not saying that the wife should not be successful. We are only saying that why will a wife want to be more successful than the husband? So you can be successful, but you don't need to be successful.
Point of information.
You can do your own stuff.
Honorable Fare, I beg to differ. Today we are looking at Honorable Tolu, you have the floor. Honorable Esther. Is Sheni, if a woman is more successful than the husband, Sheni, do you know that we have seen women that got jobs of higher pay and they cannot take it because they don't want to offend their husbands?
Honorable Speaker, let me continue from where you stop. May your wisdom not diminish. Let me say this again and again. People used to say, and I hate it when I hear it, that if lojeki sin wonu aye, if lo se pepe lo síbẹ̀. But the Bible truly and outrightly said that Eve was deceived, Adam was not. Adam was given the instruction, but because of his orikuku, this man saw that at the point of entering the garden, that he was supposed to guard and keep the garden, but because of lack of responsibility, this man did not do anything, and he made sure that his wife got confused at the point. Now, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that every wife that does not have a man that matches her level of ambitiousness will definitely get into confusion. That's one. Number two, there's also the fact that, Honorable Speaker, you spoke about understanding, and it's true. This is not something we come by in the market. And I love to say this example. That many people used to give this example that where was Adam when Eve was going to but the Bible said Adam was with her. Let's go and read our Bible very well in Genesis. The Bible said, and he gave the fruit unto Adam with her. So meaning that the man was there, but the man, because of his own desire to know what is wrong, he decided not to obey God. So we are talking about the fact that a man that does not even know what he's doing, regardless of the ambition of the woman, is going to make the woman run into loss. So we are saying every woman, don't bow your ambition to any man that does not know where he's going. That's what we are saying. We are not competing with them. We are not saying there should be competition between the man and the wife. We are saying that both of them should be ambitious as much as they can be and should understand themselves as much as possible. This will make available the opportunity for communication.
Then why are you
Communication, please talk about communication.
Honorable Esther, you have the floor.
Thank you, my powerful speaker. Honorable was talking. Some people are any than their husband, if we really have women who truly are any than their husband, and they are like 50% of the truth. Today, we will see our young girls learning from such mothers, and we will see many women successful in today. But that is not the case. Even though we will find out that our young ladies, our young girls are being trained to go and work in one husband's house and sit down there, up to the point that they don't even celebrate young girls that have success in their academics. You will see young girls say, I have this ambition, I want to do this. They are going to your husband's house. They are going to your husband's house. Everything. If you break plates, you are going to your husband's house. If you pour water, you are going to your husband's house. And you are saying that women are successful. Do you think any woman that is really, really successful will open her eyes and allow her own daughter not to be successful? So it's a show, and it is a sign that is not the case of our day, this day. So what we are saying is that allow our women to come out with what God has put inside of them, what they carry in their destiny. If it happens that she's successful than her husband, that is what destiny has called it.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Esther, thank you. Honorable Fare, Honorable Adasa, you wanted to speak. Please give it to me.
Hey Joe, I don't understand why there is too much rancor problem. I don't know. Like, what's your stress? What's your stress? If truly this is the motive, then why are women striving to dethrone the men? All I see around is competition.
Why are women striving to dethrone the men? Honorable Farid, you have the floor. You have the floor.
Thank you, my powerful speaker. You see, all these things that Honorable Esther, Honorable Tolu are just saying, I'm just looking at them because they are confusing our people at home. And they are trying to, there is something they call netizen. There is the word now, netizen. Like the people, like the Gen Z people who they spend most of their time on the internet. And I think, the obedient vibe, everything is still there. So I can't really blame them for that. Now, my speaker, there is my point. And I still maintain this point that a woman is created as a support system for the husband.
A woman is created a support system for the men. Honorables at home, do you agree?
Oyemi.
A support system, just go and sit down. Emotional support,
know your place.
psychological
Okay,
support.
I have this question. Listen. Honorable Kemi says, in fact, the reason for side chick occupation is because we don't have a lot of rich wives. Our men need to start teaching our girls by allowing their wives thrive. I beg. Now listen to me. I have a question. Okay, Honorable Adasa, point of information granted.
Yes, I want to counter that tweet. We have wives who are rich, that have sugar boys that service them.
Oh my God! Honorable Kemi, what is the fully down? There are a lot of rich wives that have sugar boys now attending to them also. So, but let's not derail. Let's stay on point. Now, Honorable Speaker.
So disappointed.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, are you there?
Powerful, sir.
Ìbéèrè, what threat does it pose to the economy? What threat does it pose to the family? What threat does it pose to the ecosystem if a woman is successful than the husband? Honorable Farid and Honorable Adasa, I want to start with you.
Okay.
Plenty problems.
Thank you so much. I want to take us back to Senator Alison Madueke. I believe that she was being supported by her people to go represent them at the Senate. But what did she come back with? EFCC started chasing her to the point that she developed a sickness. Now we don't even know where she is. Do you think that people from that local government or from that state that sent a representative would like to send a woman? Imagine, okay, men are embezzling money. You a woman. But maybe our hope is on you. You went back, you even did worse. Okay, the threat that this thing is going to pose on our environment, the ecosystem, is that women have pride. And most of them are going into this system of government with the aim of dethroning the men or rubbishing them.
Point of information, Mr.
This
Speaker.
Ondo State Electoral
Information overruled.
It's been headed by a female. Someone of their cohort was reporting out to me that she does not pay their salary, she does not give them their incentive. She's
Honorable Adasa, how does that affect her husband?
because now, okay, now she is bearing the man's name. The shame is coming on the man. Why she not stay at home?
Point of information.
Honorable, over to you. What threat does it pose to the husband, to the home, to the economy if a woman is more successful than the husband?
Thank you, my speaker. May you not go into extinction like the dinosaur. Now, there are a lot of threats it poses to the family, to the household, to the husband. I just read out one. This one that Honorable Tolu was talking about. I don't know, maybe because we attended the same university, that don't mean that we should read the same thing. So maybe you go and bring out your own source so that we can know that we didn't read the same thing. So like the research I was talking about, that was conducted by a professor of economics in the US, that stated that when a woman earns more than the husband, the chances of divorce will increase by 50%.
So the rate of divorce will increase. Next.
Yes, sir. There are some reasons that was listed that's going to cause divorce. Number one is that when the woman earns more than the husband, definitely there's going to be some friction in running of the house.
Friction in running of the arm. Yes, next.
So aside that, I will look at the societal perception. Now for the man now, the man might feel feel some level of depression because
the man will feel depression because the wife is richer.
Earns more than he does.
Point of information.
And when a wife earns, I still have the floor. And when a wife earns more than the husband, you know, the husband is meant to provide for the house. Yeah. Definitely, the taste of the wife.
Honorable Fari, the man is meant to provide for the house by force, right?
By force. So,
Honorable Tolu, you have the floor.
Wait, my speaker, please let me make my point. When the wife earns more than
don't worry. Honorable Fari, round off.
The taste of the wife will definitely change, which the provision of the husband might not be able to meet up. So definitely the wife will be forced to be rude to the husband.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Sustained.
Well, I love some of the things that Honorable Faris said, but you know, let me give him some of the facts that he has not known. Well, it is proven, and we all know that women are more emotionally inclined than men. And this is to say that oftentimes when women pick partners, they are not primarily looking out for the resources alone. And this is to show that, now what I'm saying in essence is that women are looking out for a caring person because they think more about what is going to happen to their child. Now, a woman is going to think about a man that will be available for the home and be able to ensure that the needs of the woman is met. Also, a woman is going to look at a man, regardless of how resourceful you are rich, you are this, but you are not going to take care of the woman is not going to move for you. Now, this is to say that if a woman sees a man who is visionary, who knows that it is his responsibility to provide, and is also doing well enough to ensure that to the best of his capacity he is successful enough and is visionary enough to drive and lead the home. Now it is shown. I think in team building we realize that it is not always the person that is outspoken that is any kind of person is as a result of the fact that different requirements are needed for different aspects of a project. And so anytime where the man's vision is needed, anytime where the man's ability to lead the family is needed, he may not have the full scope of the resources, but is he doing well enough to provide? If that is yes, the woman would submit. And it's a good place to say that there is nothing to submit if there is nothing you have. A woman can only submit when she has something. Let them be successful, then they can become submissive. So don't let us be fighting about this.
Is enough. Honorable Fari, hit the point. Let me hear you.
My speaker, you know, this Honorable Tolu here, he watches a whole lot of Nollywood. And because all these things just real out now only happen, it's only in Nollywood that you see a woman that will marry down. In reality, a woman can never marry down.
What is your definition of marry down?
A woman can never, no matter how caring a man is, a woman can never marry a man that is below her in status, in wealth, in influence.
I beg to differ.
And it is the
I beg to differ. I will show you many examples.
Show me an example of a woman in Nigeria, anywhere in the world, that married down.
Now, let me give, Honorable Speaker, please, can I give an example of presidents of nations who married husbands that were not as successful as they are? And
Wait. Was the woman already a president before he married?
Honorable Speaker, she was already in government, not a president. He was already in government and more successful than the man as at that point.
Tell us the name. Tell us the country where it happened.
Well, let me give you my statistics. I know you might not be good.
Well,
one of the words.
Why is he looking for his kangaroo statistics, which I know is going to be a cook up data. Because anyway.
Okay. Honorable Tolu, before you come back, Deputy Speaker.
Officer.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi dáhùn ìbéèrè. do poor guys or lower status guys,
Do they marry?
can they marry higher status lady?
Nollywood, sir.
My powerful speaker.
Can they? Can
Why
they?
not?
If I am going to give a direct answer to that, well, in the higher percentage of it, it is not something that happens. Alright? Although in the higher percentage. Now, because one of the things that is well known about men or about guys is that they are
Me, I have a
egoistic.
sample.
Like, no matter how much money a guy may seem to have, he wouldn't even want the lady or the wife to say that, okay, you bring the money, and he wants to be the sole provider of the family. That's what a general man would do.
Okay, next question. Do we have highly placed ladies? Now, do we still have highly placed ladies, Seth? Do we have highly placed ladies? Do we have one? If we have highly placed ladies, do we have highly placed ladies ready to marry guys that are lower than them?
My devil's speaker.
Honorable speaker, what do you mean by marrying people that are lower than them?
That can only happen in Nollywood.
Wait, let's ask. Honorable speaker, what do you mean by the men that are lower than them?
In terms of influence, status, academic performance, academic status, and everything.
Powerful speaker,
Can only see
sir.
that in Nollywood.
Honorable Esther, you have the floor.
Thank you, my Bible speaker. I found one
Not even
in
one.
my
It's
search.
not even one.
Pastor Tim Ross. He had no job. He had nowhere to stay. He had nothing when he met his wife.
Which year was
That
Juliet.
was his wife.
Which
His
year was
name
that?
is Juliet Ross.
Okay.
Go and check them.
Which year?
Honorable Esther. Honorable
What
Esther.
about the daughter of Pastor TD Jakes that married
Honorable
Pastor
Esther.
Tolu?
Hey! Honorable Esther. Honorable Tolu. Ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ẹgbẹ́ mi yín sọ̀rọ̀. Wo ẹyẹ gbé mi lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà àti kìrìsìtẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ mi lọ yìí. Even if I'm in the UK, I am still not okay on this matter. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ culture Africa. Ìbéèrè mi rè.
Honorable
Have you
speaker,
seen?
can I
Have
say
you seen who is the most troubled in Pastor Funke Felix Adejumo and Bishop Felix Adejumo? Who is the most known?
Obviously the mama. Obviously the mama.
It's not thief. It is actually
FFA is everywhere.
In terms of success, who do you think is more successful, Honorable Adasa and Honorable Farid?
It is the glory of the husband that has a successful
I
wife.
still have the floor.
We're done, floor master.
Well. Based on the visible parameters that we can see, we can measure. We can say maybe the wife is more successful than the husband.
They don't exist. Maybe.
Honorable Farid, you are saying maybe it's the wife. Honorable Esther, Honorable Tolu, what are you saying?
Honorable Speaker, it is the honor of a man that has a successful wife. Everywhere she goes to, she's showing the glory of the family. She's carrying the name and the authority of the man all around. So, in my opinion, Honorable Speaker, I think Bishop is successful. More successful.
A woman that is successful.
Because he raised a woman
That is successful.
that is very successful.
Thank you very much. At this junction, I want to open the floor and let us take contributions. If you are following us online and you want to join, let's come in on Zoom. We can do like 2 or 3 people. Honorable Tolu and Honorable Star, do you want to answer that question? What threat does it pose to the husband, the house, the family, if a wife is more successful than a husband? What threat? What's the problem?
Powerful speaker. I think I will just start by saying that on the neutral ground, there is not supposed to be a threat. But then, because of our cultural standing, in this continent of the world, this African mentality of egoistic men. They will say that, you know, the woman will be proud, she will not be submissive, which I don't believe. I don't believe that a woman can be successful
You do
and
not have
be
the
proud,
Available evidence is
because we
good.
have not even tried to give them wings to fly. If you have tried to give them wings, then I think you can know.
Honorable
Now, why you
Speaker,
don't fly by
let me add by saying this. Let me add by saying this. The typical African continent has shown the family that the woman is not something to be faced when it comes to matters of responsibility, and that is because many times we raise our women naturally to be more domestic than to be more logical and managerial and thoughtful. Now, and this is what we see in our society. We see that a lot of women are even scared to even try success. I'm not even talking about being in success. I mean even trying it out, because from the beginning of their life, they are being shown in the very picture and the very fabric of their family from one generation to the other. They are seeing the grandmother, the mother, the great grandmother being mediocre in the way they behave, and so many of them believe that to even try to fly might be a sin. And even the ones that decide sometimes to go out of their way to try to fly, many of them are stigmatized. They are told that they are not supposed to fly. So, Honorable Speaker, let me go back to this. I believe so much that the responsibility of a typical family should be shared abroad, and this is why I say that I do not believe that by virtue of the genital of a man or the genital of a woman, that is how the responsibilities in the home are done. You don't need your penis to sweep the floor, and you do not need whatever you have under you to be able to do something else when it comes to going to your work and working. It means that the productivity of a typical man and a typical woman is not defined by their gender. It is defined by their ability to be ambitious and to know what they want. And so many times, even the men who try to do things and they see that it's not working out, they are not giving their women the opportunity to even thrive and say, let's do it this way. Many men not even listen to their wives and even communicate. So for instance, if in the UK it is seen that many men have the opportunity to share responsibilities, to take the kids to school, to have the bath for the kids, and you see that this creates a lot of bonding between the father and the children. It means that the father is around for the children, but it also means that the man feels responsible.
Keep quiet.
Honorable Speaker,
UK ló sùn lánàá.
But we are in internet generation. We know what is going on even without being
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I see Honorable Isaiah raising up his hand. Honorable Isaiah, you want to join this call and give us your opinion. Over to you, Honorable Isaiah.
Thank you very much. Well, I am with Honorable Isaiah.
Honorable Mama.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Honorable Kenny.
And we are enjoying the show.
Yeah, can we hear you?
Okay, so I would just like to say concerning the case study that we used, Mama Adejumo, Reverend Mrs. Adejumo and her husband, I would like to say that success is not in popularity. Okay. Success has its different meanings. So many times we mistaking famous to successful people, and that is not true. Then in the context of the home, if I am successful, my partner should be successful because we are doing things together. Why is he my husband? If I am successful and he doesn't feel successful, he is not successful. So I think the challenge is the ego, like it has been said, the tradition. And like somebody said, tradition is like peer pressure from our dead men. You are pressured to want to feel that a woman cannot give you money, or you can't share responsibilities, or you should be the one to feed her. I'm not supporting lazy men. I don't like lazy men. But I feel that there is a mentality that can handle an ambitious or rich woman. If you are a lazy man, you definitely cannot handle an ambitious woman. If you're an insecure man, you cannot handle a rich and an ambitious woman. So all of these things need to come to play, and that is why, for peace to reign, I would just say that if you are still dealing with insecurities, you have your egos up, you feel that you should be buying from head to toe of your wife, please go and marry a village girl. Don't marry a master. Don't marry a lawyer.
Go and marry a village girl. Thank you very much, Honorable Kenny. We have special Honorable Comfort Adekola Dada on the line. Over to you, Honorable Comfort. Dada. Let's get your opinion on this.
Thank you very much, everybody. I am really happy to be here.
Hey, keep quiet there, woman. Keep quiet. Am I the one you are calling everybody? A very powerful speaker like me? Yeah. You are addressing me as everybody. You are addressing me as everybody. Me, everybody. You are calling me everybody. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? You are calling me Cherry Line. You can see this successful woman calling me everybody. He's calling me everybody. Anyway, let that talk. Deputy Speaker, put her into order so that she can know how to address the speaker, please.
Exactly, sir. Honorable Comfort, I realize that we just, for the meantime, want to borrow you the office of the Honorable. So it is a very delicate and powerful position that you are bearing right now. So we would want you to follow how it is done in the House of Opinion, the status quo. First of all, you acknowledge the powerfulness and the eloquence of the powerful and honorable speaker of the House. And of course, then you now go to the deputy speaker, and that is right. That is me.
Honorable Comfort, you have the floor. Okay, silence. Honorable Comfort, you have the floor.
Right. Thank you, my honorable speaker. Thank you, my honorable deputy speaker.
Go ahead,
thank you, honorable members of the House.
Thank you.
And thank you, honorable members in the House.
Thank you.
I would like to start by saying this is one of the reasons a woman should be highly successful. The fact that I am a woman does not make a man shout me down. The woman that I am has a dignity. The fact that a man wants to correct a woman does not mean you should tone her down. Of course, she has a voice. My deputy speaker, I take exception to the way you shouted me down.
Wow.
However, I really, really appreciate the way you brought me to correction. So please,
thank you very much.
Next time, and talk to a woman, not only me, talk to a woman in a respectable and dignity manner. Thank you so much. Going to our discussion, there is nothing wrong in making a woman successful or in seeing a woman being successful, especially more than the husband. I have always been of the school of thought that I will be highly successful, stinkingly rich, but the level of my riches is subject to the height of my husband's riches.
Powerful.
No matter how highly placed I am, I will still be under my husband. Because I am supposed to be a helpmate to him, that does not mean I should override him with my riches. I am bearing Adebola Oluwole Dada today because he is there. If he were not there, will I bear Oluwole Dada? And so I should give him the respect and everything accorded to him. If he does not support me being successful, there is no way I will be successful. I am not part of the women that will say, after being successful, I will divorce the man. No. We are supposed to make this man, no matter how lazy they are, or no matter how lazy we think they are, we are supposed to lift them up. There are some men that are naturally, they are naturally shy. But the way they push you from behind, please permit me to say, Yoruba sọ wípé ìròmí tó ń whatever ó nílò ẹ̀ wà lábẹ́ odò ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ìròmí ọ̀nà comfort ẹ̀sùn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ sọ pé tó ṣe bí òwe kẹ́ tó ṣe bí òwe my honourable ẹ̀ṣọ́ àlọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ ti wí ní £20 nígbà tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tẹ́ ti pòwe lẹ́yìn sọ pé tó ṣe bí òwe £20 fún ẹ tún ti lọ sorry.
Tó ṣe bí òwe my honourable speaker.
Thank you.
Ẹni ìròmí omi tó ń jó lórí omi.
Talk to me. You are speaking sense. You are speaking knowledge.
Obìnrin yẹn ò lè gbéra sókè. If the man were not there, the woman cannot raise her head. For a woman to be successful in life, I put it through to everybody listening to me, including my honorable speaker. There has to be a man beside him. Either a husband, or a father, or a brother, or a son, or a boyfriend, or a teacher. A male figure will be behind the success of that woman. And let me tell you, that does not mean the woman is useless. For a man to be seen as successful, there should be a woman that is keeping him.
Wow, thank you very much.
I want to rest my case here. Thank you very much, my honorable speaker. Deputy Speaker, wonderful and beautiful Adaza, Honorable Adaza, I really give you kudos.
Talk
to you later.
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, can you celebrate Honorable Comfort? Everyone for me. Deputy Speaker. Woman here, Oshayilada.
Yes, sir. Honorable pátápátá from my heart. Welcome, Honorable Star. Honorable Pro Max.
Now, can we go to the wisdom corner?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Wisdom corner.
Ẹjẹ́ mú bá rò jáde.
What is the definition of marriage? Is marriage for two people or for one people? Is marriage for two people or for one people? I am not speaking wrong English. I'm intentional about one people. The issue we have while this topic is an endemic malady in our world today is that marriage constitution has been misunderstood to be a marriage of two people instead of a marriage of one people. Hence, in the UK, they now brought what they call partners. So, people living together are now permitted to be called partners. But the institution of marriage does not give room to two people inside the marriage. The scripture said it clearly that the two come together and become And how come we can see a successful husband and see a poor wife? And how come we can see a successful wife and a poor husband? It is because they are not in marriage, they are in partnership.
Partnership no wrong. No wrong. So partnership.
But the moment a marriage is instituted, there is nobody there is no second person in that marriage again. If they are failure, they are both failures. If they are successful, they are both successful. If they are going up, they are both going up. If they are going down, they are both going down. So any man who goes around saying saying that my wife no longer fits me. He never had a wife in the beginning. He had a partner. And the use of partner is still simple. He never had a wife. He had a slave. Because a slave can never meet up the standard of the master. And I came to the word slave because of what the women have suffered in the end of culture. What the women have suffered in the hands of pressure. What the women have suffered in the hands of cultural men. Why would you say a woman is more successful than the husband? That word is not supposed to fly. Because we don't see two people inside a marriage. So, what was Akato Linoros Kipwadaya? What is happening in that marriage where they are claiming that the woman is successful is that the money of destiny for that marriage was only coming through the wife so that the two of them can spend. That is the mistake. So the money of destiny is coming through the wife so that the two of them can spend, and because they are one. But where are you seeing successful wife, poor husband, when they are one people in a marriage? First point made. Second point made is that the woman of this generation has been enslaved from birth. And they are not allowed to try to do greatness. Honorable Tolu, thank you for that point. They are not allowed to think or try greatness. Hence, every young lady tries to get all she could get, position herself, and go into a man's house with the clothing and the mindset of my slavery journey begins. Every man of this generation saying this nonsense also says, which day will I bring my slave into my house, claiming that he's looking for wife? So, who enslaved the women? Who called the men to be the women to be slaves? And who over-empowered the man? This is the mistake. when the man in creation was created, it was male and female. Therefore, the created man maintains his blessed capability and takes it into his formed nature, takes it into his born nature, takes it into his doing nature. But the woman receives his blessing at the created version, brings it to his formed nature, brings it to bring it to a formed nature, brings it to a born nature. But the moment she appears a woman, the father, the mother, the society begins to strip her naked of the blessings and the command she received at creation. Every day they begin to talk her down out of those abilities. For some of them, they will strive for the blessing of the created version of a woman into being a girl, being a lady, and being a woman. Then they choose not to marry. They choose not to marry, trying to keep the blessing in their created version and express themselves after going through every subjection from their father, from their mother, from their uncle, and from society. Now, this is the painful one. The one that now chooses to marry. Everybody say chooses to marry.
Chooses to marry.
Is now announced with a trumpet. Param, 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 param. Do you know what the trumpet is saying? The trumpet now begins to say, as you are going to your husband's house, don't do your created version. As you are going to your husband's house, don't do your created version. As you are going to your husband's house, don't do your created version. That is why Esther, when she broke plates as a girl, they told her, they never told her, oh, they said GMO, GT Bank. When she didn't wash her clothes, they abused her. Oh, they did not tell her, is this how you be wearing dirty clothes to the Senate House as a Senate President? Why are they not using Senate President to abuse our girls? Why are they not using General Manager of NNPC to abuse our girls? All the abuse they used to abuse them is, you are going to your husband's house. You are going to one's house. You are going to husband's house. So, indirectly, they are telling the girl, you are going to husband's house to break plates. You are going to husband's house to go and be washing clothes. You are going to the husband's house to go and be washing plates, because the day she didn't wash plates, the day she didn't cook soup, the day she didn't wash clothes, all the height you used to abuse her. Everybody say height. All the height you used to abuse her is husband's house. You didn't say, you didn't wash that plate. Is this how you not wash plate as a Senate President? Is this how you not wash plate as GMO? Is that how you not wash your cloth? So they set a standard of husband's house, a destination of husband's house for every woman. God with us is trying to come in. Okay, I'm trying to honor that, but follow me. We are already in Wisdom's Corner, but let allow that person. I've signed you in. Somebody, are you being blessed?
Yes,
Now, Honorable Fare, he don't do me. Now, the God of creation now gave place for marriage. Immediately, Eve now appeared. Adam did not see the created version of Eve. All she saw was the breast, the backside, that Eve will chop. He did not see the nature that Eve can nurture into supernatural ability. So Adam did not place attention on the created version of Eve that was in the command that male and female he created eat them, and they can have dominion, they can multiply, they can replenish. But Adam saw a woman that can only cook. He saw a woman that he can only sleep with on the bed. That was all Adam saw. Now, coming back to where I was going, I'll come back to Adam. So, any woman that now chooses to be Eve, that is to say, marry. Any woman that chooses to be Eve, that is to say, marry. The men of today do not nurture them for their created version. They only tell them to not talk about their created version, only come with their breast, come with their backyard, come with their vaginas, come with their womb, and come with their hand to cook. Because Eve was around the tree, maybe trying to cook, but Adam did not discuss the big agenda with Eve. Hence, Eve will know that I am a commander in this matter. So, devil will not be able to discuss with Eve. Eve would have taken the position of a director, the position of a commander, and Eve would have resisted the serpent. But Eve was only going about cooking. That is why the Bible said, man was the table. Eve ate and gave to the husband because she was only a cook. She saw fast food.
Order, Indomie.
She saw fast food. That was what she was made for. But if Adam had nurtured the created version of Eve, Eve had known that she has authority for dominion. Hey, authority to command, authority to multiply, authority to kill. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Eve would have dominated the serpent. Eve would have silenced the serpent, but Eve was only a cooker of apple. Hence, that was all she could perform. So, husbands, keep enjoying your wife that can cook but cannot create. Keep enjoying the wife that can babies but cannot make companies. Keep enjoying the wife that can batch for your children but cannot unveil a new house. I want you to know that all these abilities are in your wife, but you have subjected it. You have subjected it. Hence, Eve did not know she could silence the serpent. Eve did not know she could dominate the serpent. Eve did not know he could kill the serpent, but Eve knows how to produce food. Adam. So, guys, what has been messed up in this story we are treating today is submissiveness. The Bible taught us that husband and wife submit to each other. And yes, there was first submit to each other before wife submits to your husband. But I want to leave the upper version of submit to one another. I am going to wife submit to your husband. And your society, all of you that will hear this program, stop asking for submission from a woman you have already subjected. I take it again. Stop asking for submission from a woman you have already subjected. So, house, because the woman choose to come to marriage, they didn't allow her have anything to submit. She comes subjected. She throws away her dream. She throws away an ambition. She throws away the vision she has. And she comes naked to the bed of an ordinary man, saying, in fact, I have seen great women dropping great ambition because they are looking for husband. Whereas, as I round off, the meaning of submissiveness is this: woman, maintain your dream, maintain your vision, drive your potentials, drive your ambition, and don't marry. First point. And don't marry and run your big dreams. But if you choose to marry, this is the meaning of submission. Drive your dream, drive your vision, be that woman. Come into marriage with your big company. Come into marriage with your big cars. Come into marriage with your big connections. Dominate everybody you can dominate. But submit everything to your husband. That is when a woman has something to submit. But the women of today, if you are worthless, you are visionless, you are purposeless, stop telling me you are submissive, you are subjected. You've been, and it is not your husband that subjected you. You've been subjected by your father, subjected by your mother, subjected by the society, subjected by your ignorance. You now went to the hand of a stupid man. But today, my wife, Oluwakemi Betty Kings, she's submitting double masters. She's submitting the director of an international NGO. What it means that when she comes inside my house, she takes off the art of the director. She takes off the art of the double masters. She kisses me lovingly. So, Jolo, the person kissing me is not an ordinary woman. She's the director of an international NGO.
Exactly.
Now, hear me. The moment we finish our loving, the moment she finish cooking for me, or I cook for her, the moment we finish fighting, she even in the midst of the love, I don't destroy her heart. In the midst of the fight, I don't destroy her ego. In the midst of the kiss, I don't swallow her pride. She only submitted it. That is the meaning of submission. Now, all of you, do you remember when we were in school? You go home, you do your assignment very well, right?
Yes.
When you come to school, you submit it to the teacher, right?
Yes.
When the teacher finish marking, what do you do to the book?
Give me back.
Men, if you have great wives, whatever they submit, give it back to them. Give it back to them. Give it back to them. Give it back to them, and there will be peace in your home. Then you man too, when you are coming home, be ready to submit all the money, all the cars, all the whatever, just like the woman will be able to submit. I close this discussion with the first point I made. Where we first got it wrong is that we have allowed two people inside marriages. Let that fly as a firework. Marriages, any established marriage is not for two people, it's for one people.
Yes, sir.
We no longer see a man and a woman. We see a home. That is why there is disparity between a successful wife and a failing husband. But when that is no more, one people, a home, parent, all this endemic malady we end in our world of today. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
One thing that we
Deputy Speaker, over to you.
one thing that we know about our powerful speaker is that Kosini wisdom corner you are saying. Like Oman son by the fountain in the book. Fresh in that shit.
Ìbáyín 1 million. Ìbáyín 2 trillion. Ìbáyín 500
Take
million.
more get it. On this note, we see it as a very wonderful privilege for coming here. Oh God. Two people right now. It is one people matter. Alright, so we see it as a very wonderful privilege to always have you in the house. Powerful speaker. And your honorables, say only you would it.
What you come on
What you do is this. We will not carry that filler. We will carry that filler. I'm submitting you. Submitting it. As we, the powerful deputy speaker, of course, of the House of Opinions, and the powerful honorables in the House of Opinion, we hereby celebrate and use this medium to doff our heart to the ever powerful, ever wisdomized, ever eloquential, and anointed Speaker of the House of Kings. Thank you so very much. We hereby doff our heart.
Thank you for being submissive. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Powerful speaker. all of
Kisha, you know
I'm
the
a
guy
talker.
you want
See,
people.
we will. You
Your
know, sir.
wife and you.
Next time, next week, near by 6 p.m. GMT. Join us in this same house. We are going to destroy and shatter the tables of another topic entirely. And I'm very sure that you're going to be ready. And of course, the wisdom corner is always there. You will get it front and back, right and left, round about, and center complete pack. Because in this house of opinion, we do what?
We speak wisdom to cause a change.
In this house
We
of
speak
opinion,
wisdom.
we do what?
We speak wisdom to cause a change.
I'm a load the American accent, right? So if you want to make use of the British accent, you might want to do that.
Hold on, Jerry.
No,
We are sorry, political side chicky.
In this house of opinion, let's speak wisdom in order to cause a change. Thank you so very much. We love you. Join you same time, same station next week. Blessed.